Hi everyone, it's Mitch. It's Sunday, October 12th. I'm not sure if you guys can hear it, but it's pretty loud. I got the windows open and got the balcony door open. They're running the Chicago Marathon outside my house. I'm at about the 3-4 mile marker, and I am 39 floors in the air. But you can hear the screaming and yelling from my place pretty clear. And most of the elite runners are long past. They're on a blistering pace, world record pace out on the front end. But the bulk of the 45,000 runners are coming through still, and it's just an amazing thing to see. I see it every year, and I just love watching it. I love watching college football, and I watched plenty of it yesterday. I had a lot of winners. I had some tough losers, some last-second losers, and some last-minute winners. We're still pretty much just treading water this season. We still have a winning record, but it's not quite the winning record that we're used to. But throughout the years, those of you who have followed me, and those of you who haven't, at this point of the season, I'm generally, just treading water. I've even been slightly behind at this point of the year. And, that second half of the season is when we switch from the, relying on trends and things of that nature, and we start moving on to real statistics. It didn't help us a lot yesterday, but we learned a lot yesterday. And, we're always learning, and, with plenty of action left to go, it just takes 1 or 2 good weeks as long as you can keep it close. 3, preferably 4 or 5 even, in the bowls. And, you end up with a really strong record overall, and that's how you win. Picking college football is having the record over the long haul. It's not done in 1 week. I've seen guys go, incredible 80, 90 percenters in 1 week and not have another winning week all season. I see other guys, that just, win 1 or 2 games 1 week and then they offset it the other way. For us, it's just slow and steady. That's just the way that we generally do it, and then we try and offset it with some really big weeks. We just hope not to have the big losing weeks, and we have avoided those, even through some of the really toughest weeks throughout some of the toughest years. Let's just review a couple of the games pretty quickly. We had Toledo knocking off Michigan at the Big House. The Big House is the site of the big upset the last 2 years. We had the Appalachian State game last year, and now we got Toledo this year. Not fun to be a Wolverine fan. We had Oklahoma State knocking off Missouri. We were never sold on Missouri this year. We're one of the few that we never really quite gave them the props that they actually probably deserved at a certain point. But we just didn't think that they were the national champion caliber team that a lot of people made them out to be. We also Penn State and Florida, huge wins. I mean, epic. I mean, beatdowns. Penn State whipping Wisconsin on the road. Florida beating LSU at home. Those are big statement games. And, you can see teams already starting to try and jockey for position for the national championship game. The USC Trojans, 28-0. If a team can look, unimpressive in a 28-point win, it was probably the Trojans yesterday. It was 21-0 at halftime. They mucked around, for the entire second half. And, it was on TV, and, on the game plan here, and it was one of the national games. It just seems like they can turn on the Jets when they need to. It'll be fun to see if they can really do that when they absolutely need to. They couldn't do it against Oregon State, and who knows if in a big game if they're going to be able to really do that as well. That remains to be seen. It looks like no BCS team is going to run the table. I'm gonna go out and say it right now. No BCS conference team is going to run the table this year. So that's why a non-BCS team is going to sneak at least into a BCS game, and that's going to be a good thing. And if 2 make it, even better. They're not going to allow that to happen, but it certainly would be great if it did, because then someone would do something. Really quickly, as I'm running a little long for a Sunday, especially. I just want to talk about my game picking contest. That's going to be happening probably not this week, but the following week. The password will be sent out in my newsletter, how to get into the forum and how to get into the contest. The prizes you're not gonna win a Mercedes or anything, but they are gonna be decent prizes, and they're it's free to enter. The newsletter is free, the password's free, the contest is free, so it's basically it costs you nothing to get in, and you win a decent prize. Will probably be some kind of gift certificate, from one of my sponsors that still likes me, like iTunes or Sports Authority, or possibly even Cheapo Air or somebody like that. Esports Online. it's definitely not going to be, from one of the sponsors that doesn't like me anymore. And, it's not that they don't like me, my site or whatever. It's I've probably said something that they didn't like too much or, too bad for them. American Express, we didn't like you anyway. And, same thing goes for a couple of the other guys out there. So in any event, I'll have plenty more on that. I'll print something out and I'll put it on the front page of the blog so you guys can read it. This is Mitch. Thanks for joining me. We got a whole week of college football coming up.